Hi, my name is Spam and Rice. I'm an Axie Infinity champion, and in my quest, I'll go over battling fundamentals, building your team, and advanced tips in order to help you guys progress in tournaments. Exclusively on YGG.
Hi, I'm Kuku. Have you wanted to play Axie Infinity Origins but don't know where to start? Come join my class where I'll teach you everything you'll need to know to quickly dive right into playing the game. Exclusively on YGG.
All right. What's good? What's good, Yield Guild? We're back and we're here with another stream for you all. So we're doing the wrap up for the Guild Advancement program. We kicked off at the beginning of the week last week. We had the intro, we had Day with us giving us the rundown and the entire core community. It was a great time. And we're here to wrap it up, give you guys all the details on everything that's been taking place over the course of the last week. Been a lot of fun things going on. I know you guys just saw that Cuckoo and Spam preview there. So big stuff, big stuff. So yeah, we've got some of the community leaders with us here. We've got Sedano, we've got Fallen, and a few other guests on deck. How's everyone doing today?
Good, we good. GM guys, GM.
All right. GM.
Yeah, GM. And just so people know, it's a wrap up of our kickoff week. It's not a wrap up of the gap week. Gap's not ending all.
Yeah, for sure.
Not anytime soon.
Yeah, there's over 2 months remaining, so plenty of time to get involved. And yeah, we're gonna touch on a bunch of things going on as well to get everyone who's new up to date and in the mix. So let's do it. So are we good to go, everyone? Audio's good?
Yep, we good.
Better now? Okay, cool. All right, cool. So, we're going to highlight some of the things that have been going on with Gap. We also had a big time tournament here this morning as well, or this evening, depending on where you are. And I think we're going to highlight some of that as well, right?
Yep. Yeah, we actually have AC. So who is one of the people who put together the big time leveling blitz tournament. So it's this community tournament. So it consisted of YGG members together with a lot other guilds in the big time community. So yeah, AC, how did it go, man?
Yeah, GM. Good day, guys. Yeah, it went a very successful event for our YGG Big Time Community Cup tournament. So the game is composed of 9 guilds coming from different Big Time United guilds. So the event took place in the Big Time United Guilds Discord, where we did restream it here, and yeah, it's very successful and very interesting games. And by the way, shout out to the hosts, Big Daddy, H2O Jedi, and Destruct, who managed to pull out the hosting and the event, and a very successful one and interesting event there. And yeah, we've managed to place within the tournament. So we got the third place. And by the way, congrats to the winners. We have where's the list? We have first place VIG, who got level 18, and second place is BTW, who got level 12, and we got the third place, Big Time YGG, who got level 12. So yeah, and by the way, thank you for the Big Time community leadership who successfully made this possible. So yeah.
Yeah, GG's for sure.
Congrats
Honestly,
to everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been great. Honestly, I tuned in a little bit this afternoon, and yeah, it was interesting. Big Daddy was definitely doing his thing, and everyone was having a great time. So it's exciting to see, more events kicking off here and getting wrapped into the GAP as well. So GG's AC.
It
Any highlights there
definitely.
that stood out for you? Like anything,
Oh
any big
yeah.
moments?
The big moments, there is interesting sets of um, what do you call this? The composition of the team, which earned the highest level, the level 18. Their fighting style up there is very interesting. So they just run in the mobs, let their tank with the bombs die there, and then the explosion went off, and then all the mobs are uh, been killed in that place. So that helps them to level up to a higher position. That's very, very great strategy there. So yeah, if you guys want to review it, we have the Twitch recording. You can review it. Yeah. And by the way, we're gonna have upcoming tournaments still with the big time. So watch out for the announcement for it.
Nice. And even all of you guys at home, everyone who's watching on Twitch, all of our friends from the big time community, all the other guilds. So we did talk about the guild advancement program earlier, and we're really happy to see, the progress and the support for the launch of GAP since last week, or almost more than a week ago. And if you guys are interested in checking out the quests, yeah, make sure to visit it's yieldguild.io/quests, and you can even just scan the QR codes on your screen, and that will take you to our YGGD app, the website. And yeah, all you gotta do is mint your or have a YGG guild badge, and you're going to be able to see all the quests that we have. Though on the other hand, for super quests, you don't need a guild badge. All you need to do is sign up using an email, and you'll be definitely able to join the super quests that we have for Axie Infinity, featuring Cuckoo and also Spam and Rice. So AC, it's always great to see the community super active, checking out all these games, and even joining tournaments. So we definitely can expect more community tournaments like what we had for big time. So yeah, it's just the first. It's
Yeah.
just the start
It's
off.
just the start. Yeah,
Yep.
definitely we're gonna have more interesting tournaments and gap progress in our upcoming seasons, and definitely it will be getting more interesting in the upcoming coming days.
Yep. So you guys might have seen that we mentioned that we are kicking off the YGG Community Cup series. So we are going to be having a lot more games. So not just YGG partnered games, but also games that the community loves. And as long as that we can, put in tournaments or it's tournament compatible, we definitely will be taking a look at it, and yeah, making sure that everyone who loves to play these games get to play it through the YGG Community Cup on a competitive level.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go.
I think our friend Mr. No ACLs is having some technical difficulties, but yeah, he's gonna be back in a bit. So I think we have our next guest, the one and only Day the Bay. Day, how you doing, man?
Hey, GM, can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Nice. It seems like we are having a lot of technical difficulties today.
It's weekend.
Yeah, it happens. Well, I can maybe do a quick rundown of my week, like since it was the launch, and last time I talked to you guys, it was on the launch AMA, right? So since then, I've seen a lot of activity around the gap, but just around YGG in general, and it has been great to see everyone hectic about things and events happening left and right. There has been a lot of attendance, but also like interest in terms of questions. Like we went really deep on certain topics. And if I can throw you a few numbers, like just as a little comparison to last season, like we have more than 20,000 enrollments in this week, and that's like double total of last season enrollments. So we do have a lot more quests, but even the average number of enrollment per quest is higher than last season already. So thank you everyone first for like marking your interest to the program, and I hope it will continue so we can have a great season onward.
For sure. I mean, like they compared to the previous seasons, right? We've been seeing, a definite increase in player and community participation in these quests. I think a big factor there is, how you guys are designing it and also having the community be part of that. We actually had we've launched the YGG Gap Council, right, Day? And can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, sure. So we relaunched yesterday, around that time, a little earlier, I would say. And so the plan for that is to decentralize the gap and give more ownership and decision making power to community members. So within the perimeter of the council, the goal is to really develop the program from a community perspective. So it's not really YGG taking the decision. So it's more of a space to like take decision together within the community, right, outside of the core, and then bring that up to the core just to see how we can make things work and collaborate, so both parties are aligned basically for the good of the program, and in the end the good of the community is the good of the organization.
Good points there, Day. Especially that we technically built out, or the guild or the core team has been trying to build out all of these programs to have a lot higher community involvement. I mean, the idea is we work together and setting up, let's say, these programs like the GAP, but in the long term, like what we want to do is like have the community highly involved, if not fully running these projects. So Gap is definitely one of those projects that is leading the decentralization of the community and its projects for the whole guild. Maybe another program also here that we can look at is the Community Cup that we've just recently launched together with the help of the whole YGG community team and also the YGG marshals and a lot of other volunteers and our friends from other guilds. So the idea here is these are official YGG tournaments, but also in collaboration with other projects, other partners, other games, other guilds. And eventually what we want to do is it's going to be a community tournament for the community, right? So right now we're still in the very, very early stages, but we do highly appreciate all the help and also the involvement of our friends and partners. So yeah, Day, what can we look forward to in the next few weeks for a GAP?
So starting next week, you should see a movement around the council first. As I've mentioned during the launch session, we are about to set up a Discord so people can organize better. The goal is to have them like self-organizing like operation to run the council smoothly. So because eventually I was leading it as a community member in the past, and now I'm much more occupied on like the operational side of YGG core. So there's a little bit of collusion, so to speak. So I would rather leave my seat and have it like self-sustained and self-organized by community members than like influence the decision or induce bias there. So one of the steps for that is to give a space for people to organize. Last season, we were using group DMs. It was very much unpractical. We realized that we would need to set up something. And so I'm currently working on that. And I've received also some help from community members reaching out in DM. Um, so yeah, there is that part of things. There is also the part where we are looking for leads to the different pillars of the council, and so we are still deciding on the mechanics of how to elect people, but eventually it will be tied to gap quests, and also um, outside of the council for the gap itself. Next week we'll see more updates on the submission links. So I know a lot of people started like completing some quests and they are wondering where to submit some links. So that will come progressively. But starting next week, we will have a lot more links coming.
Nice. And we also have already been working on behind the scenes. Oh, ACL's back. Hey, man.
Hey, had some
Good to have you
technical
back.
difficulties, but we're back.
Yeah, and definitely something that we would like the community to update on is that we have been making progress on the revamp content creator quests and also the volunteers quests, formerly known as the marshal quests. So definitely watch out for that, and yeah, that might just come out really really soon. Yeah, maybe before we go back to no ACLs here, Fallen, yeah, how's the week so far with the quests that you've made? Any highlights, any favorite quests that you'd want to tell the community more about?
Yeah, it's definitely been busy. I know one of the big questions that we've been getting is when are the submission forms coming through for a lot of the quests, and I can assure you they've been all taken care of and passed off today, and they should be uploaded to the website soon. So anybody that's completed their quest super quick should be able to upload that, and we will then go through them nearing the end of the gap season. So rest assured, the form links for submitting your completions are going up soon, and we'll make an announcement about that as always. In terms of favorite quests, I don't think I necessarily have a favorite quest. I might be a little biased towards League of Kingdoms and Pixels. I've been definitely grinding out those two and trying my best to complete some of those, as I've kind of not been completing as many quests as some people. So I'm trying to get those done. Might even hop into big time and try and complete some of those. I've done some for Champions Ascension as well. But overall, it looks good. The only other quests that or thing that I could say is the Castle Crush Jester quest. We're probably actually going to close that after some consideration. So if you're thinking about doing the Jester quest, I would recommend you don't, as that one might disappear.
All right. So you heard it first, guys. So those on Castle Crush, make sure to check that out ASAP. So just want to remind everyone who's here on the YGG Discord that we can, just shoot down your questions and we can answer that right at the later part of the AMA. So yeah, maybe one quick question here that we have on screen is from Nocturnal. So I think this is a question for AC and also you, Fallen. So Nocturnal is asking, so how can you qualify as a tournament organizer, or like, let's say if I have an idea on a tournament, what's the next step for this to be officially added as a community cup tournament?
AC, you want to take this one, buddy?
Oh yeah. I think for that one, YGG PH has that quest for specific on their on their side. Yeah, at the moment, regarding a community cup, we don't have a tournament quest at the moment, so probably that will fall to the guys.
Yeah, exactly what AC said there. Is that that quest is from YGG PH, so that's going to be handled by their team. So there should be a quest leader contact there within the quest itself, right, Day? That they can contact for that.
Yeah, I think it's it's Spracky who's the main
Yeah,
contact
I think
for
so.
that quest. Yeah.
Nice. And also, everyone at home, like we also would want to invite you if you want to get involved in all these yeah, community projects like the Super Quests, or yeah, the Super Quests, and also the Community Cup tournament, and even Game Spotlight. And we're even also relaunching Quest Spotlight pretty soon. Yeah, make sure to reach out to community leads, and we definitely would love your help as volunteers, because we also have quests for that. As we said, we're reshaping the Marshall's quests that will be specifically catered to people who want to volunteer, and also, make a reputation for themselves as either, you can come in as a really good gamer, maybe a grinder for a specific game, or maybe even a content creator, or even, someone who specializes in writing and copywriting, or at the same time maybe someone who's really good in OBS studio, like hosting streams, or even, as like AC, like no ACLs here, leading community streams for the YGG community as well. Yeah, so AZL, back to you, man. How do you find the current gap quests so far this week? Any specific quests that you've checked out? And yeah, what are your thoughts on it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Honestly, I can tell you that this season there are the most quests this time around. Like I know there's well over 100 quests, maybe over 150 quests, but plenty of partnered games here. I wish I had the time to play all of these games because there are so many gamers in the community that are just killing it right now. Shout out to Boring. Like she's been killing it every season, right? Dominating the leaderboards, getting every badge possible. But yeah, I've been really focused on the content creation side, the game testing side of things, and just the community initiatives, as far as helping out in the background with just concerns, and being able to give the community information and help guide others so they can then continue to you know make the same way that I have. So I've been fortunate. Like I said, I just focus on the things that I feel like I have a good skill set for. I've dived into some of the games here and there when I have time. I definitely jumped into Champions Ascension, got those quests done. We did it together actually, Fallen, and AC was there for some of those games too. So that was a good time. Jumped into big time a little bit. League of Kingdoms, trying to get some of those quests here and there, and then yeah, I'm having fun doing these Axie quests, the super quests with Cuckoo and Spam. So I gotta get some of these done, but I'll be focused on the things I enjoy most, the content creation and the community initiatives. So GG so far. Good luck to everyone that is putting in the work and getting their quests done. Love to see it. A lot of great community content so far. We're just getting started.
Nice, for sure, 100%. And yeah, so guys, just reminding everyone for those questions, make sure to drop them here in the YGG Discord or at the AMA discussion text channel. And yeah, so maybe Fallen, we could give us a bit of maybe some sneak peeks on what's in store for our next game spotlights. Is there some few tidbits that you can share there, my friend?
Okay, yeah,
Spill the beans.
we're working pretty tirelessly to get the schedule up. So as you know, we usually have 1 week on, 1 week off, then a full week of events planned. We're probably gonna have Pixels in the next week there. I've been talking to their team, and it seems like they've got some leaks they want to share or something coming out. So we'll probably do that in the next week. So that would be the 20th to the 27th, give or take. Again, once these dates get concreted, we'll put them down. But that's what we're aiming for. And then that week we'll probably highlight and have another YGG Pixels event hosted by Tiff with some stuff there, as well as kind of a walkthrough of a lot of the gap quests again, right? That any of these spotlight weeks for these games here will serve as a way to kind of help everybody complete gap quests together. And I know the Tiff crew has always been great at helping our players, whether it's by giving them berry or items to complete those quests or a step-by-step walkthrough. So yeah, you heard it here first. Next spotlight, I should say, not next week, will be a spotlight for Pixels, most likely. And we will be, if you want to complete your gap quests there or get some help with them, that will be your hot ticket into it, especially for the meetup event. As for the ones after that, we do have a few more in the works. I'm not gonna say anything about them because they're not concreted in, but we also will be launching a we're not going to call them spotlights, but they're going to be called showcases, and these are not going to be so much community-led ones, but more of a showcase of various games coming out and that's going to be worked on with their dev teams itself. So again, I don't want to go into too much details, but those will most likely take place in the off weeks. So it's going to be very, very busy for our crew here, a spotlight showcase crew going forward. But we're going to be bringing you as many cool games as we can and highlighting the communities that support YGG.
Awesome. Sounds like a good time. Looking forward to it. Cool.
I think
So
we've
super
also-
quests.
Oh, go ahead, ACL.
Yeah, I'm just curious, like super quests, like around the table. Like, has anybody dove in yet?
We have I know
Anyone
for myself,
dabbling?
I've dove in a little briefly into Kuko's quest there, although like I said, I was actually a player before, but it's interesting to see how much has changed from when I played, when it actually was literally just launching, to now, since I really haven't touched the game since then. And it is a welcome welcome for Kuku to be there to walk me through all of it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a total vibe. That's what I was gonna say. It's just reviving a lot of the community that has stopped playing for quite some time. It's just sparking the interest a little bit there. I like the collaboration. GG's Cuckoo and Spam.
Yeah, it's GG's indeed.
Yeah, go ahead, Sedano. Sorry to cut you off there, my friend.
Yeah, no problems, man. I was just saying that we are also relaunching our Quest Spotlight. So on the off weeks that we don't have the game Spotlight, we're going to be hosting shows, live streams with the community here, and checking out different quests every episode, right? So there are going to be times that we even ourselves, like, we will be doing the quests with you guys. So if there are any other achievements that might need groups to execute, then that would be the perfect time. So it's going to be a group questing session at the same time during the AMA, and definitely you'll be seeing familiar faces there, a lot of game leads and maybe former game ambassadors, and also for sure ACLs will be helping out with that, and also our community, maybe even friends from YGGPH. Our streamers over there will be joining us as well to check out these different quests together, because I mean there always might be some parts or questions during these quests or in game that other people might have answers to, right? Or maybe techniques, tips, and tricks on how to be able to achieve quests, level up faster or reach higher ranks. So it's always good, to have a group of people, exploring these games together. Something that really stuck with me over the past few weeks was our game testers programs for MMO games like Medicine and Grand Saga, because most of these games, right, when you hop on, it usually starts with a tutorial, teaches you how to play the game, but like after a few levels, the mobs or the monsters that you're defeating to level up, gets harder and harder, and you slowly realize that it's not doable by yourself anymore, so you end up looking for other players to play with.
So that's also the same mindset and also mechanic that we want to achieve with our super quest and also quest of the week highlights. So yeah, make sure we also love to hear more from you guys, suggestions and how we can definitely improve, and also maybe parts segments that we can add to our streams and make it a lot better. If you want to join the stream, hop on a cam and also join us with the discussions. We'd love to have you guys. So make sure to let us know. All right. So how about you, ACLs? What are you going to be playing next? That's the big question. Are you? I'm pretty sure
Man.
you're part of the Game Testers team as well, right?
Yeah, there's just nonstop action in the game testers community. We've been playing so many games. I've really been loving metalcore, to be honest. I've been playing that a lot over the course of the last year since we started testing it, and yeah, I've had the most fun there. To be honest, I like a good shooter. Big Time's been pretty fun, but it's definitely, like you said, one of those MMOs where you need friends to grind with because it can get pretty difficult. But yeah, I've been enjoying metalcore the most. I gotta say that's been the game I've just been spending most of my time. And then I jumped into Metacene for a little bit. I had a lot of fun with Grand Saga. Illuvium's pretty fun too, honestly. So looking forward to more action there. It's just a matter of content, right? The more experiences these games put out, the better it is for the players. So I'm waiting for things to spice up, but we're getting there. We're getting there.
Yep, nice. So I actually saw a question. Maybe Day could take this one. So it's from our YGG Discord from H, and he's asking, so are we working on centralizing the Gap Quest updating process so into just one platform? So he said that it might be easier for newbies to update their progresses if they could do it all in one place. And what are the challenges of doing that?
Sure. Yeah, that's a good question. Well, actually, yes, we have like, it's envisioned that we have a single platform to manage all the content, and there is a lot of challenge on the technical side to handle that much content and to be able to deliver like a smooth user experience. You notice that we are very, very far still from something that is satisfying for us to deliver to users. So we keep iterating into that sense. I think SuperQuest is the first step toward that quest management system that we are talking about for a few months now, and it started because of the learning and the thinking around the gap. So definitely there is talks and actions toward that goal. But I would say that it requires a lot of work, but yeah, we are on it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe something to add to that, right? So, right now, like, it's not only the infrastructure and the tech side that is being focused on. The team, and especially the community team, together with Day, Mark, and also Landfill. So shout outs to you guys. Have mentioned in our last AMA that they are heads down working on a leveling and progression system within the guild. So the good thing about this is that people who are, in the GAP program or who are joining Super Quest, you gain experience points from participating in activities on Discord and achievements. And also, I mean, something to look at is at the same time, there also will be a UI and a UX for this. So you ideally, like, what we want to do is have this reflected onto your account on the YGGD app in the future. Like, there's no really specific details for now, but what we can say is that this is in the pipeline and this is what we want to build. And this is definitely part of the vision that we have for YGG and its community campaigns, quests, and everything else. So all the time and effort that you put in, can be tracked, will be gaining experience points, you will be leveling up, and also that will be definitely shown on your profiles.
Let's go.
I
Good
think
stuff.
Yeah,
we have May
exactly.
back.
Oh yeah, go ahead, guys.
Jay,
Yeah, you were saying
did
that.
we cut you off there? Yeah.
Yeah, no, sorry, I was just like following you up. But I think Fallon was trying to introduce May into joining the call.
Awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go.
The queen of the game testers herself, Madame May. May, how you doing?
Hi guys!
Hello,
What's
hello.
up?
Alright, let's go.
Shout out to all our game testers in the chat. Hi guys!
Mother
Hey,
Queen of the testers.
yeah,
Hello
May.
guys!
So,
Yo!
how was the week so far? Yeah, any updates on the most recent games that we've been testing in the community? Because I know that the PH team for sure has also been looking at a ton of games. But how about on your end? Like, what's the latest and what are your favorites? Let us know.
Yeah, so we are about to open up a new test. It's called Battle of Kingdoms. Really interesting because this one is a board game, a chess. Like if you have played the chess, Magic Chess in Mobile Legends, it's kind of like that, right? It's a strategy game. So that I'm really looking forward to that one. We got 200 testers who signed up for that one, an all-time high for the program. So shout out again to the testers. Oh, look, Supremo has tested every single one of them and have given feedback. So kudos to Supremo. So yeah, that's the latest game test that we have, and we will have more. For those who are asking if we have more game tests to come, yep, we have quite a few in our pipeline. You've seen that we have teased about Kaidro, about Summoner's War, minigame party, and the social Web3 game called Zepeto. Ayan. With Blackpink on the
The
side.
black.
Collaboration with Blackpink. Ayan. So yeah, so many game tests coming up. So for those who are asking, because we have a lot of newbies. So they were asking like, why did we start with Gap season 4 with 11 game tests done already? It's because game testers program is not really in sync with the Gap seasons. So even off season, we are testing out games. And so we count them for the next season. So for those who are new, just keep on testing games because I wanna uh, I wanna put out some leaks there. We will have more quests coming for game testers. So whether you are new, you are a veteran tester, we will have some quests that you will look forward to in the game testers program.
For sure,
Yeah.
nice.
Some
May,
leaks.
I
Let's
actually
go.
have a quick question. Sorry, ACLs. Yeah, I have some I have some friends who have been asking, like when you say that you're a game tester, right? This is actually a dream job for everyone, and there are people who are really taking it super seriously. And for the YGG community, like, is there going to be any updates or news in the future where there can be a game testers like elite or professional league or like the best of the best game testers? Like, is that something that you guys
Yeah.
have been thinking about or working on?
Yeah, very great. This is an awesome question, and this is really in line to what I have just leaked. And I have the go signal from Day. Give it to them. So yeah, we will have a certification for game testers. So we will have qualifications for that, and you will have the certification badge as one of our official game tester. And also we will have we will open again the elite game testers pool. So if you can apply for that, and we'll see if you can be eligible for that. And we will open the Kage quest. So Kage is the highest form of game testers in our program. So you will have a goal of certain number of game tests, and you will receive that gap quest and that role. So yeah,
Nice.
Kage this season birthday. Yeah.
Nice, nice.
Nice.
Love it.
So I mean, uh, ACLs. Oh, sorry. May just before we switch back to ACLs
Yeah.
here. Yeah. So how I understand, right, or like what I'm getting from what you've just mentioned, is that like, so guys, don't. I mean, don't take my word officially for it, but like this is my own speculation and how this quote unquote official game tester or elite game tester campaign or program can work is that, let's say, we have tons of partner games in YGG, right? And most of the time, or if not all, these games, as they approach the official release or the official launch, they're gonna need their own team of testers in-house that can give them consistent feedback and day-to-day testing until they finally release it to the public. And I think a really good way that will be able to incentivize our elite game testers is that they can be contracted or officially enlisted to our partner games to be in-house game testers for them. So not only are you going to be participating as a game tester with YGG, but you also can be an official tester for these partner games. So as I said, like, I'm speculating here, but I think with all these pieces put together, especially that, our quests, and even for the game tester quests, is you get achievement badges, you get soulbound NFTs that are tied to your accounts and also to your wallets. So this actually serves as some sort of resume or like a credentials board,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And the partnered games could be like, okay, I need, let's say, 20 elite game testers who have the badge, because I'm sure that these 20 game testers know their stuff. These are the best of the best. And this can actually happen across the board, not only with partnered games, but also other projects who see and also understand the value of these soulbound NFTs that we are working on and granting to community members through the Guild Advancement Program. Like, what do you think about that, Maze? That's something, maybe could happen, Fallen? What do you guys think?
Yeah, actually, before we named it Gap, we call it the future of work. So the idea, the concept behind Gap is to give this kind of opportunities to everyone to have your Web3 resume. Actually, someone from the game tester asked me, like, can I add this into my resume? Being a game tester, for sure you can, right? And now with the badges that we have, and now we're adding the certification as well, it covers your Web3 resume as a game tester for Web3 games. So yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to be iterating on that too quite a bit with the leveling system, right? You're going to be able to not only have a bunch of these soulbound NFTs, but they're going to fall into different leveling buckets. So you could kind of think of it as like a skill tree in a sense, right? Like what are you putting your time or your skill points into? Are you putting a lot of them into being an amazing game tester, being the Kage, right, of game testing? Or maybe you're going for a specific game to be the top player in that. Maybe you want to be a really competitive esports player. Like that's where we're trying to go with this resume or this leveling system, right? We're gonna see what people like put their time into and what they excel at, kind of where their skill tree goes. So I think that's a really cool thing that's being worked on and developed. And maybe we'll see that by the end of the year, but definitely by the end of the next year, that should be fleshed out better.
Nice. Yeah, I've been loving it honestly from the beginning. Like we've come so far since mid 2021 when some of this stuff started to kick off, right? And like I can honestly vouch for the credibility of this system even in the early stages we're in now. As you continue to learn, get involved, engage, acquire all of these different achievements through questing. This system is essentially gamified, right? So really and truly, you are putting in the work, you're putting in your time and effort, you're learning new skills, you're supporting the guild, you're helping others grow. There are so many branches that really reach out as far as this goes throughout the community. And it translates into other opportunities. Different ecosystems and orgs in the space can see that you have on chain credibility through an organization like Yield Guild, who is very reputable and filled with great people doing great things. So it's just getting started, man. Honestly, we're in a good stage right now, and it's just going to continue to evolve. Looking forward to it.
Nice, 100%. So, guys, if you have any more questions, we are almost at the top of the hour. So make sure to send those here on our YGG Discord. We're at the AMA discussion channel. So all of you guys, if you're watching on Twitch, shout outs to you over there, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Make sure to retweet, like, subscribe, and follow because next week we're going to be having a lot more events. We even will be launching our first quest spotlight. So stay tuned for that. And let us know. Let us know what quests you need help with, what quests you want us to look into or play together because it's going to be a lot more fun. And also we'd like to invite everyone who might be able to fly in to the Philippines for the official Web3 Gaming Summit brought to you by YGG that's happening in November from the 18th to the 24th in Bonifacio Global City. So it's going to be a full week of the biggest events in Web3 gaming. We're going to be having a hackathon. We're going to be having a conference itself with guests from all over the world. And also your favorite games will be at our expo booths. We will have tournaments. And it's going to be one heck of a week. So if you guys don't have plans yet, make sure to mark your calendars. That's November 18th to the 24th. The YGG Web3 Gaming Expo right here in the Philippines. So make sure to check that out. That's ygg.events. And we're going to be sharing that URL on the screen real quick for everyone at home to check out because tickets are out now. And if you guys have projects that might want to be might want to collaborate with the conference itself, sponsorships are now open. Just make sure to fill up that form on the website. That's YGG events, ygg.events. If we can flash that on screen for everyone at home to check. There you go. It's ygg.events. So on my end, I'm good. Thanks guys for dropping by. Any last messages or updates for the community? ACL, let's start with you.
Yeah, honestly, just speaking of events, just to shout it out, there's actually an event taking place here in Toronto. It's called the ETH Toronto Convention here. It's the biggest event in Canada. So I'm going to be going there next week, and I'll definitely be spreading the word about YGG and sharing the love. So just a shout out there. But otherwise, make sure everyone jumps into the Guild Advancement Program quests. I hope everyone has a great time at this summit. I hope to come out there soon enough. And big things to come.
Nice. Make sure we might have some friends over there in Canada and Toronto who would want to join us for the YGG Web3 Game Summit. Thanks, ACLs. Fallen, take the stage.
Just a shout out for everybody for showing their love for Gap and seeing what we have in store. We're going to continue to keep offering and having as many jam-packed sessions as we can. Like I said, all the weeks from here on out are gonna be pretty busy for us on our side, Sedano, with events and streams one after another.
For sure.
So There'll
Hey,
never be a dull moment. Yep,
Tournament streams and different games.
exactly.
Yeah.
speaking
Yep.
of tournaments, yeah, before I hand it over to you, AC, Super Quests is out now. So all of you guys who were accepted from the whitelist, make sure to check your emails because yeah, we're waiting for you. We already have some guys who have been posting their achievement badges for Cuckoo and for the spam quests. And yeah, we are going to be launching and announcing the Super Quests tournament pretty soon. So those of you guys who have been able to reach or finish the spam and Cuckoo Super Quest achievements, you will be qualified to sign up for the upcoming tournament. And that's just the start, guys. That's just the start. It's We're just giving you a taste of what Super Quests will be alongside Gap in itself. AC, back to you.
Oh yeah. So guys, make sure to follow up on our events on the Discord. We have the events tab on the top. So make sure to follow our dates and click on interested in specific events. So we're gonna post it there soon, the upcoming events. And yeah, if you have any specific games that you know that can run a tournament, just reach out to me, reach out to us, the community heads, and we're gonna work on it. And yeah, we have a lot of interesting quests, and make sure to follow it up. And more MMORPG coming up soon, especially Grand Saga will be released soon, so expect more quests around there.
Nice. And yeah, May, last but not the least, May, how do we join the game testers?
Yep, let me share the. So yeah, we have a link tree on containing all the links that you will need to join the Game Testers program and also our GAP program. So for the Game Testers, of course, you need to be part of our growing community here in this in YGG. And then you need to fill up our form and then hop over to our Discord server, wait for you to be processed. Yeah. I've shared the link in our Discord.
Nice. So there you have it, guys. Standing strong and getting even stronger day by day. More and more games are coming out. YGG definitely will be on the lookout for the best games in Web3, and we will be joining you, the team, and everyone else here on stream. You got ACLs, myself, Fallen, May, and AC Day, and yeah, Mark. Shout out to Mark who's watching on the YGG Discord. So it's a very exciting time for Web3 games. More and more games are popping out. I guess you see that from more and more people coming and getting interested in what we are working on here. So make sure join the game testers, join Gap. Super Quest is live. Everyone at home will be seeing you in the metaverse. Good evening. Peace out.
Together
Cheers,
we
guys.
play.
Bye, guys.
All right, cheers,
Keep it.
guys.
Bye, guys. Thank you.